have for you the top ways you can make yourself a lot of money in GTA 5 Online. When I'm talking about a lot of money, I am talking about millions upon millions of dollars. Right now, you can make yourself in GTA 5 Online. The best part about this, everything I'm about to show you in this video is 100% solo. And very important, the second money method can make you very, very rich in GTA 5 Online. With that being said, let's jump right into this. Now, the first money method I'm doing right now in GTA 5 Online, you guessed it, at the agency. Listen, we're not going to mess with Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is not to be messed with. We're going to make ourselves a lot of money with this right here. I know a lot of you out there ask yourself, Dib, you know, how do I get this? Well, you just need an agency, and trust me, it is well worth it. So this mission right here is a lot of fun, that I can tell you. So I started the mission getting blinded by that transition right there, but my car is sitting there, and you know, Franklin's gonna call me. He's gonna say, Dib, listen, we got a pickle. And me personally, when another man calls about another man about a pickle, I don't answer. But I had to answer Franklin because, listen, we're on a mission here. You ask yourself, Dib, what's the objective of this mission here? I never done this before. Well, guess what? Dr. Dre, I'll be honest with you, I think Dr. Dre's missing a couple songs. Let me show you a Tony Hawk Pro Skater 7 move right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this cool move. I'll be honest with you. In real life, I would have blew out my cankles real fast. So you ask yourself, Dib, okay, where you taking me? Well, we got to come over here to the gosh darn train yard. You ask yourself, what's over here? Well, actually, my man's, look at this guy's pointing at me, right? So apparently, I guess this man took words from Dr. Dre, he put them together with sounds, and he got a song or something like that. I think those songs work, right? Now, right here, there's a lot of NPCs. We're gonna start throwing hands, okay? Watch out, there's a lot of them. Listen, I'm well prepared for this kind of situation. Is my double chin sweating at a time like this? Not really, but later on in the video, I can tell you this, my double chin would be sweating up a storm. You'd think it's the Amazon rainforest, right? Now, this is very important. If you don't have snacks or armor, I recommend getting that before you start a mission like this right here. Even though we got 2 lives, listen, you just never know what's around the corner. That right there could have night-nighted me real quick if I wasn't somewhat prepared for that. But we're prepared as what mother would make for dinner. She would make us gabagool. So we're almost done at the rail yard right here. And then basically we got a couple more NPCs coming over here. Listen, if I saw destruction outside my window like this right here, would I go outside? No. But they are right now hitting me my gosh darn love handles. I can tell you, you can't get rid of these things. The last truck is right over here. And honestly, tell you the truth, I'm going to take this guy over here out with this spooky vision. Look at this. That's a bada boom, bada bing if I didn't know one, right? But now it's time to get myself to the airport. After a couple minutes, I eventually reached the airport, and you ask yourself, Dib, are you going to catch a flight? Or actually, tell you the truth, we got to catch Johnny J, right? Now, there's a reason why we're going to Johnny, right? Because he took sounds in English away from Dr. Dre, and you can't do that. Me personally, I can't speak English while it is. So right here, it's time to enter in a gosh darn hangar. Listen, you're going to need armor and snacks right here. If you didn't use it before, you might need it right here. Because I can tell you this right here. There's like 1,000 NPCs just chilling in this place. What else they got to do, right? Look at this right here. Wow. This is a cool little thing right here. This is a Charizard gun. Now, I'm going to need you guys in the comments right here. Because you guys are the true MVPs. Listen, there's 2 ways we complete this little heist right here to get the lyrics and the sounds for Dr. Dre. Now, since I'm bad at math and making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, listen, I think there's something wrong with this mission. Now, it's not the NPC hiding behind that box right there. It's not that man. We're not putting any shame on this man. It's this part right here. This big old tanker you see right here. I'm not sure if it's patched, but I'm touching a wall that I can't see. And it's not John Cena. I want to know in the comments below because you're, actually, to tell you the truth, more intelligent than me. Is this thing actually patched? Because I've been trying for like a couple minutes, and I'm not getting anywhere. I'm like, do you know when you flush the toilet bowl and you see that turd going around and around, and then eventually the water goes all the way down and it comes back and it's sitting there? That's me right now. Now ask yourself, Dib, what are you talking about? Well, this will make you get the heist done a lot easier and faster instead of night-nighting all the NPCs. As you can see here, I'm stuck against an invisible wall. So watch this right here. I started walking through the tanker. I'm starting to think this might be patched, but I'm not sure. Write in the comments below. Tell me if it's patched or not. I think I'm just not that good at this game. I sat here for another minute and a half and said, you know what? Let's get the objective of this mission done. So I got down and I said, you know what? What NPCs want it, right? Now, you see the little SpaghettiOs right here? Hello. Those aren't the good SpaghettiOs. Listen, these SpaghettiOs taste like farts. And these farts right here, I can tell you this right here, they can take you out pretty darn fast. Now, these guys right here in this big old plane, they're not going to move. They're stuck like a fat guy frozen in fear and a thing of molasses. Listen, We can still destroy the vehicle right there. Watch this. About a boom, about a bang. Now, they're still going to be there. They're not going to be able to move, though. But watch out. There's more NPCs around this guy. Look at this guy. Where's he coming from? Now, we're turning the corner right here. Make sure my double chin doesn't hit me right across the face. Yeah, just up there. Okay, where's Johnny J? Where's the sounds and where's the lyrics? I got to know. Have no worries. We're going to figure out what Johnny J is. But watch this right here. You ever see a man do a side flip? Watch this right here. Takes skill to get that kind of move down. I can tell you there, I can't jump over a penny. Now, there's a couple more guys hiding over here. Listen, I'll be honest with you, pretty darn easy stuff so far, especially if it's your first time ever doing this little heist right here. Easy peasy, may I say lemon squeezy. I have one more spaghetti behind my double chin right there. See you later, alligator. Now, right here, I just got to make sure I do not night-night Johnny J. Because what happens if you do, Dib? You're gonna have to start it from the start, and we're already right here. So right here with Johnny J, listen. No hands are thrown. Just give him a little love tap. Say, you're doing good, Johnny J. Give me the sounds and give me the lyrics. I'm picking him up when he's down because that's the kind of man I actually am. Look at this, Dr. Dre. He has his sounds. He has his lyrics. He put them together and make a great song. Now it's time to go over the speed limit and make sure Dr. Dre has the most roughest ride of his life back to his gosh darn helicopter. So me and Dr. Dre made it back to his helicopter in one piece. Listen, he's happy. I'm happy. My double chin is somewhat sweaty. Listen, it's time to bring him to the helicopter. I was going to do it. But I said, know what, Dr. Dre? You had enough problems for today. Get out of here, you little rascal. Then he looked back at me, and I think he blew a kiss at me. I nodded my head because it was awkward. I said, know what, Dr. Dre? Get your kisses and get yourself out of here. You've been through enough today. Now it's time to get paid. Now, I love doing this mission when it's double money and RP on this. Is it double money and RP the time making this video? No, but that's okay. We're not worried about it. We're making some good money. Mission pass. How much money do we get? Good old $1 million in the bank right there. So that money method right there was actually, let's be honest about it, pretty darn good. Now, this method right here is even better. Deb, is that your bunker? Are you telling me what I think you're telling me? The bunker is a double money and RP at the time of making this video? Yes. So I only got $75,000 in value. But let me show you exactly what a lazy person would do to make millions right now. Because I literally gonna make millions of dollars the lazy way. Now come over here to manage staff. I put everybody on manufacturing. And I recommend you doing the same exact thing. I have all the upgrades. Everything's upgraded. Now, since I have a lot of money, I just buy the supplies, but you can always go out there and grab it. Now, that's done. I'm just going to kick back. I'm going to get out of my VIP because, listen, if you stay in there, there's a chance you're going to get raided. So make sure you're not a VIP at this point right here. Now it's time to go to my cameras. Dib, what are you doing? I'm going to be flipping through the channels. While I'm being AFK, I'm going to go out in the real world and do real things like look at a wall. So after a period of time, I kept on doing that over and over and over again. Now I have over $800,000 right there in stock. It's pretty darn good, may I say. I'm going to buy a little bit more supplies. Again, this right here does cut into profits. Now once I've done that, I'm going to get my little cheeks off this little fart smell of a chair. I'm going to get my little cheeks and walk over here to the little cameras, right? Get a little zesty, right? Now it's time to do the same exact thing until I get myself $1 million plus in my gosh darn stock. So after a period of time, I came back to my bunker and look at that. Does that look like what it looks like? $1 million. Well, now you got to pay attention right here. Since me and you right now are doing this the fat and lazy way, we're not breaking a sweat. Listen, we're doing it the right way, right? I become a VIP right here. I'm in an invite-only session. I do recommend selling your stuff in an invite-only session, especially when it's double money and RP on this. Trust me right here. Now, the high blood pressure may or may not kick in. I'm going to sell this right here. I'm going to show you something that's probably going to happen to you. I'm going to sell this to Los Angeles for $2.1 million, ref. Pretty darn good. But you may have this problem right here. I started the mission, and guess what kind of little mission they gave me? 45 minutes to do 15 crates. Fams, you don't want this mission. You want to go to story mode. You want to turn off your gosh darn computer. You want to do what you got to do to get out of this. But the good point is, eventually, you're going to get yourself the mission that you need. I'm whiffing a fart right there. And now it's time to get to the gosh darn computer. You ask yourself, Dib, what's the mission you're talking about? Well, there's 2 missions here I recommend doing. But if you don't get the mission, you got to do everything over again. So right here, I'm going to sell this to Los Santos. Let's see what kind of mission I'm going to get. Ah, there we go. Sell the weps. Right here, Agent 14 is going to say, Dib, you got 23 minutes to sell these 3 trucks. Ask yourself, Dib, is this bad? No, this is one of the missions that you want. But there's also another mission you can get as well that's also pretty darn good. You might know what that mission is. The 2 blue truck missions. If you get that mission, oof, it's pretty darn good. Now, me personally, I always sell these in an invite-only session because I honestly tell you the truth, I have no friends, right? Now, let me know in the comments below. Do you sell this a public sell for your gosh darn bunker? If you do, drop a 1 in the comments. Like, no jokes, you're on another level because I will never ever get on that level because you're the true MVP. And also, since we have 21 minutes, this mission right here, you might think to yourself, Dib, I might fail this mission right here. To tell you the truth, you're not. You're going to have enough time on the clock unless you drive your car into the wall or something like that. But right here, I recommend calling your oppressor or a helicopter to make sure to get yourself back to the bunker pretty darn quick. That, my friend, right there is a pro tip. If you want to do this mission a lot faster, you can drive by car. I honestly tell you the truth, I think you'll still complete it. Does anybody drive back to the bunker? Does anybody have a helicopter or oppressor? I don't know. Write in the comments below. I want to know. So I delivered the first truck, bada boom. May I say, bada bing. Now it's time to get myself back to the bunker. Now, wouldn't you look how easy that was right there? I'm going to land my helicopter. Now, these 2 trucks, I'll be honest with you, they might have random spots we need to go to, but I got 18 minutes on the clock. We literally have nothing to worry about since we're in an invite-only session. There's even no NPCs that come after us. Maybe we're somewhat lucky, right? I know if we had 2 blue trucks, me and you would have the fuzz after us. And I'll be honest with you, we don't want no fuzz at this. We want to do this the most easiest way possible. So I got this truck and I did a little delivery. Look at that. Second truck, 16 minutes left on the clock, ref. You know what I'm doing. I'm calling my heli. Now, as you can see right here, this is a pretty darn easy mission, not going to lie. So right here, I'm just going to wait for my helicopter to pop up, and then it's time to go back to my bunker. And now to get myself the last and final truck because it's double money and RP on bunker cells right now. Oh, there she is. Doesn't she look beautiful just sitting down there? Now, this truck here, hopefully it's somewhere close and personal that we get this mission done a lot faster. I got 15 minutes on the clock, but you never know what's around the corner, so make sure you stay somewhat focused, right? So I reached the destination. I have literally 12 minutes on the clock. Ref, that's almost a full quarter plus an NBA. So it's time to deliver the vehicle right here. The payout is going to be juicy. You get more money too if you do it in a public session, but you know, I can't take the high blood pressure. Just make sure the public session has 20 players in there, then you're going to be Gucci. Look at this, $2.1 million. That's a double sell right there for the gosh darn bunker. But wait, I have another money method right here to show you how to make a lot of money. So I came over here to my nightclub. I have like 20-something people in this lobby. I'm just curious to see how much money is actually in my gosh darn nightclub right here. If it's over $1 million, listen, we got to sell it, even though the pressure is going to be high because we're in a public, look at this, public session, $1 million plus, we got to sell it. Now, if I wanted to, I could just sell some random things for a little bit less money if I wanted to, but to tell you the truth, I don't want to do that. I'm going to sell this all right here in a public session on PC. I'm a little crazy. Now, sadly, Rockstar, you know, listen up. Why do you put my car 14 miles away from my nightclub? It literally erases a minute plus off the gosh darn clock. We don't like that, right? Like, no jokes. Does anybody else have this problem right here? You have to run across the whole entire map to get your nightclub supplies. That's literally right over here. I need to get a car to bring it over here to my truck. It's one of those things. Now, I only have like 8 minutes to sell this now, so the pressure is like there. My hard blood pressure is going straight up to the sky, that I can tell you. So I gotta go like 4 miles with this right here. Now, right here, I'll be honest with you. If you want a pro tip, I'm going to give you another one right here. Right when the clock is about to hit 0 right here, I recommend going to the Ghost organization to become the one and only John Cena because, listen, if nobody sees you, that's a good thing. Now, another good thing about doing sales for the nightclub, if you have an armored vehicle like I have right here, it's like the zombie truck. I don't know what kind of truck this is. It's a big old truck, right? But sales for the nightclub are so darn easy, and most of the time, really, nobody mess with you. I never had somebody, I never had anybody mess with me with the nightclub. It's usually when I do the bunker kind of stuff, or the gosh darn acid lab stuff, they mess with me. Now, yes, yourself, Dip. Why did you do this in a public session with over 20 people in there? Well, I'm about to show you exactly the reason why I did that. And the reason why I recommend you always doing this in a public session, especially when we have a full entire nightclub, public session fully full, you get yourself the bonus right here. Instead of $1 million, I got myself $1.2 million. Trust me, selling this in a public session with a whole bunch of people in there is well worth it. So after that, I made more money in GTA 5 Online. So I came over here to my salvage yard. Now I have a high-end vehicle right here. I'm going to go ahead and do the mission. Now this mission right here, so darn easy. The Durgan robbery. You got yourself Dip. This is one of those missions here you get like every week in this game. You do? Yeah, but I tell you right here, no jokes. I'm going to have like 4 cars in my gosh darn salvage yard we're going to go ahead and sell. I'm making over like $1 million plus. We got to get the grimmest truck. I was going to say Lakers, but I have a passion of hatred towards them. I'm not going to talk about that. We're going to drive the truck to the destination, which happens to be the Maze Bank Arena. Make sure you don't destroy your truck and drive with care because, listen, it's the grimmest truck, not the Lakers truck. I'm going to park it right here. Gucci, great, grand, wonderful. Time to go yourself into the gosh darn place, mate. Now, for some reason, you walk like you're on the moon right here. You walk very, very slow. You know, very slow. I'm going to show this girl here my Blue Eyes Black Dragon card. She's going to say, wow. Now, she lets me into the cool club. Listen. There's some objectives we need to do in this mission here to get ourselves the bonus. Now, if you don't have a salvage yard, you're missing out on millions of dollars. Just to let you know. I'm going to take the elevator. I have a fear of elevators. Don't ask me why. They go up and down, and sometimes they might get stuck, right? But now it's time to listen up. Listen, we need to get ourselves 15. That's 15 headshots. That is right here. Make sure everybody you see from here on out, you get headshots. Listen, we got to get the bonus for this mission because there's an extra $50,000 in your pockets. I would recommend you having armor and snacks. Actually, to tell you the truth, anything I do in this mission, make sure you always have armor and snacks on you because, again, you just never know. Now, a lot of these NPCs right here in the Maze Bank Arena at the little, I don't know what they call it, the dirt ring, right? We're going to call it the dirt ring. They're going to be hiding behind the gosh darn tables, the walls. I don't know. They're hiding behind a lot of stuff here, right? Just make sure you get those headshots. This guy here, see you later. I got 2 NPCs left. They're hiding. This guy's really not hiding today. He's going to have a bad day, right? And there's another guy over here with a mullet. The mullet made a comeback. Listen, I don't wear a mullet, but if I had to, I would, and I'll actually call myself Stinky Steve. So right over here, look at this place. Wow. The Maze Bank Arena is pretty big. Now I gotta be a nosy neighbor and figure out where this car is. You ever have a nosy neighbor that knows everything about you somehow? I'm like 13% sure my phones are tapped. So right here, I'm trying to figure out, wow, okay, this place is packed, right? They're loving the dirt ring. There's a lot of mullets in this crowd. Where is the car that we need? Is that the car? That car has spikes on it. Okay, this is definitely a mullet convention. That's not the car. I don't know what car I even need. That's a trick. Oh, is that the car? Oh, there it is. Wow, that looks like a hot ring car. I don't know cars. Hot Wheels? Time to get the cheeks, place them down, and get high blood pressure. Because if I miss this point right here, this is actually a bonus. If I miss a little stingaroo to the car and it doesn't get disabled, listen, I'm going to start the mission over again, which happened 3 times. No jokes, it actually did happen. Now right here, I'm telling you, I'm trying my best way to little zap the car. Look at this. Gonna turn around real quick, get my double chin at the right angle, and bada boom, bada bing. Look at that. Ooh, that was a close one. Now the car doesn't fix it. We got to bring it to the mechanic, so he goes in for an oil change and says your car needs a new engine. It's just one of those things. And that's going to be downstairs. And just know this. There's a lot of NPCs down there. Dib, does the 15 headshots still count? You best believe it. So be somewhat prepared right here. This guy, I can tell you, wasn't that prepared, right? Now over here, a couple NPCs might get you. I'll be honest, as a cat stuck and hooked on phonics in 3D, listen, there's a chance they might get you, especially this guy over here. Watch out for this guy. Unless you're me, and I can't shoot straight, but eventually I got him. Took out this witness right here. He saw everything, right, sir? Not today. Another guy by this car, and there'll be another guy. Look at this guy. He almost took me out right there. I had to get some armor and snacks. Listen, these guys are so strong. This NPC confuses me. He's old and young at the same time. You ever see someone like that? They look 20, but they're actually 50. Keep this in mind whenever at the dirt ring, there's a high chance of getting a ringworm, and also watch out for these trucks. You just never know what these mullets are going to be driving. They can drive very, very dangerously sometimes on this dirt ring. Just know this. Never, ever underestimate a mullet, especially on the dirt ring when you got ringworm. Also, this car here, we're going to call it the pool car, right? Because it looks like something I see on the pool table, right? I'm going to install the latest update for it because its firmware is outdated. If we look to the left, everybody on the tour, we actually see a truck. It's a wild truck. We actually have it in Cajun here, so make sure you don't get close to personal. It can bite your hand off. Pro tip right here. If you want to get yourself another night, there's a guy just chilling right over here. Eventually, you're going to get him. Now, we're not out of the fart circle just yet. Listen, we got to drive this car not to a salvage yard because if you drive it to the salvage yard, listen, it's a trick. And what I mean about that is if we go to the salvage yard right now, this guy, sir, I'm driving my cool car. He hit me. You see the nerve of these people? We got to drive this car. We have a minute to bring it to the destination. The minute starts and the counter pops up in the bottom right corner. We got 2 minutes and 22 seconds to deliver it. That number 222 follows me everywhere. There's going to be a 30% chance somebody's writing in the comments 222. I'm just taking my car to Halo's place because he needs to overcharge me for a gosh darn oil change. I just hope he takes good care of my car. 40 new problems to my car and $1 million in debt. It's time to bring it back to the salvage yard to get ourselves the money. So I eventually made it back to the salvage yard in one piece. I got my little pool table vehicle right here. Now into my nice garage. Got the mission complete, an extra $50,000. Now I got 3 other cars in here. Pretty darn good, right? I'm actually collecting all the cars, the top range, every week in GT Line and just selling them all at once. So this car right here, let's see how much we're selling for this car for this week in GT Line. That's $360,000. First note, let me go ahead and get my passive income right there, which happens to be $117,000. So go ahead, I'm going to scoop up this $117,000 just like that. Now, if you look real closely, I got myself 4 vehicles right here. They'd be doing tremendous things. This is a cool pro tip to do if you want to just collect the vehicles at a top range every week in GTA Online. You can do that. But this vehicle here sells for how much? $360,000. I'm going to sell this vehicle first. So I start off the gosh darn sell mission. I don't scrap my vehicles because I tell you the truth, I think it's pointless. I'm very curious. Has anybody done that before? Like, have you scraped one of your vehicles that you got from the robbery? I'm thinking about one day doing it, but I think it might be somewhat of a letdown, you know? Now, me personally, whenever I'm selling one of my salvage yard vehicles right here, this one's $360,000. Tack on an extra $50,000 right here for every car we sell. Do not scratch at all. Listen. If I see a single scratch in that vehicle, I swear, you're not going to scratch it because you're a tremendous driver. I eventually made it to the docks. Dib, how much money are we getting? Well, actually, $360,000 for this vehicle right here. Tell you the truth, though, if you did what I did before and you got yourself the $50,000 bonus, that's $410,000 you would have got yourself. Listen, it's not bad. So I sold the first vehicle right there, $410,000 together. Time to get back to the salvage yard and pick up another vehicle. Made it back to the salvage yard right here. My second vehicle is for this week right here is this one here selling for $356,000. And something I love more than farts in a can is when I go ahead and sell this and it's just the same exact mission over and over again. So I got my double chin back over here at the docks. I sold it, not a single scratch on my vehicle. This car right here, $356,000 I got. If you do the math, an extra $50,000 on top of that, $406,000 I made right there from that car. Not bad, not bad. I have other 2 vehicles at my salvage yard. I can go ahead and scoop up. This is from a couple weeks ago. This one here is selling for $398,000. I sold it right here, an extra $50,000 because I got the bonus. The money's adding up, but it's a lot of money. I eventually went back to my salvage yard and got the last and final car. This one here is selling for $340,000. Give me a total with the bonus, $390,000. Give me a total of these 3 cars I sold right here. Give me over $1.6 million for those sales right there. Now that I'm over here at my little factory of clothes, right? Now I have a really fun mission I'm going to do right here. This is actually a priority file for this week. We on the channel call it the Find Fart file. Listen, there's a reason why we call it the fart file, because it's a stinky one. Now, first things first. I gotta get myself a helicopter. Good thing I found one when I did the setup mission right here. It's actually located right over here. This is actually a pretty darn easy priority file. Like, no jokes, the Find Fart file is #1 in my book. So I flew across the map a little bit and I landed my helicopter. Now, pro tip, listen, you gotta be honest with this one right here. Whatever you do not alert the guards. Because to be honest with you, if you alert any of the guards, you're not gonna get the bonus for this mission. You ask yourself, Dib, there's a bonus for this mission as well? Of course. First NPC out, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Time to mess with the door, right? This puzzle right here, you have 60 seconds to do it. Now, if you fail it, I recommend restarting it, because if you fail this part right here, it's one of the bonuses you need. Now, me personally, I only failed this once my whole entire life. I didn't know what I was doing. I think I only had like 2 hours of sleep that day. We're going to give excuses, right? 46 seconds, not even a world record. We're not going to sweat about it. So I made it inside. I got a couple NPCs up here. Again, use the suppressors. You don't want to be hurt at all. Another guy right over here just chilling like a villain. See you later, alligator. Now I got to put the EMPs on the gosh darn electrical grid right here to make the lights go night-night. Now, the Find Fart file is the best of the best because it's very easy, very fast to do. Another EMP right here, and bada boom, bada bing. Watch out. There's a guy over here. He's enjoying his coffee, but not for long, though. Listen, the prices of gosh darn coffee nowadays, especially at Starbucks, don't get me started. Now, there's a couple more NPCs down here. It's a little romantic. They're just looking at each other's eyes, but not for long, right? May say bada boom, a bada bing. It's a love story that ended a little too quick, I'll be honest with you. Now it's time to go downstairs. We're going to turn the lights night-night. Now, once the lights go night-night, spooky vision kicks in. That means everything's going to look like Goosebumps. You remember that show? If you don't remember it, it's a great one. Being the curious cat I am, I need to go in this tunnel for some apparent reason. The tunnel entered to this house right here. I honestly tell you the truth, easy peasy lemon squeezy type of NPCs in here. They're playing with flashlight tag. Listen, it's a fun one. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm a little confused right here. Somebody in the comments help me out over here. I'm going to come over here and touch this haggard glass. There happens to be a fingerprint on it. Does it do anything? I don't know what it does. I think it's supposed to make the hack go a lot faster once you get into the side door right over here, but also on this little table right here, that's where the thing's going to be. You got to press the little Batman button that's under the table. You know, that secret little button? Press it, and guess what? The spooky side door opens. Listen, I bet you didn't see that. But in here is actually what a Find Fart file is. Tremendous. We're doing great things. Again, the little cup I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use it right here. It's still a little gosh darn clone thing right here with 2 fingerprints on it. I don't know what the cup did. See, the find fart file is so easy. We got to get everything in here. This is a pro tip. The last and final bonus. Get everything you see in this nice little place here. Just don't break some glass. Make sure, listen, don't get cut. My pudgy hands are like a sledgehammer. They're doing the job tremendously. Bada boom, bada bing. The last and final thing right here, the main thing in the find fart file, the fart object. This is like a find fart statue, right? I broke the glass like you've never seen before. I got the find fart file device in my bag. Watch out. Listen, they might let the fart gas on you, but we are one with the farts right now. A couple NPCs tried throwing hands with me, but today it wasn't that day because I had the find fart file on me. They don't. So I took them out. Now it's time for me to go downstairs. Now I'm going downstairs in the garage. There'll be a whole bunch of NPCs. I like using my shotgun like this and start making a lot of problems. Me personally, I'll make sure I don't get close and personal to these vehicles because I just want to hear what's got me, right? You never know. You just never know. Pro tip, make sure you call your gosh darn car, helicopter, or your oppressor. I got to get out of here, I tell you the truth. Now, I tell you the truth, I got an easy buyer right down the road. Listen, you just love to see it. It's like getting yourself a gosh darn Uber Eats meal in 3 minutes. Can you believe it? Uber Eats fart file has been delivered. These guys are doing tremendous things. I'm about to get myself paid for the priority file for this week in GTA Online. The find fart file has been completed. I got myself $356,000. I can keep on doing other missions right here in my gosh darn little factory and make myself even more money. But if you want to make yourself over $6 million plus, I highly, and I tell you the truth, I highly recommend you watching this video right here because no jokes, I make myself a lot of money and you can do the same as that thing right now in GTA 5 Online because listen, we need the money and I'll definitely catch you in that video.